Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're kicked out? Wow, that's intense. Why? That makes it harder to watch. That's a huge statement. Yeah, that was an incredible breakdown. I actually feel like I understand the flow of this. What is up? Welcome back. Today I'm reacting to a video titled Understanding European Soccer in 4 Simple Steps, a guide for Americans. A guide for Americans sold me on this one. I'm learning all about European football, not soccer, right now. And so hopefully in this video I can understand some of the basics. What's up? If you haven't met me yet, my name is Aaron and this is Aaron Arnold Reacts. Through this channel, I'm discovering everything about Europe. And yes, that includes sports such as football. I'm literally trying to learn everything I can about these amazing countries, the people, the culture, the sports, the history, anything you can imagine. I will be learning right here on this channel. So if you're new here, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I release videos every single day. The goals with this channel are to laugh together, to have fun together, and to learn together. So if you want to do those things with me, again, like and subscribe. Now, let's learn about soccer. I mean, European football.
Welcome to Understanding Soccer in Europe in 4 Simple Steps.
Let's do it.
Although from the outside it may seem complex and confusing, to understand how soccer works in Europe, you really only need to know 4 things.
Okay.
Number 1, each country has its own soccer league. Seasons run from August to May, in which each team plays every other team twice, once at home and once on the road. Games are divided into 2 45-minute halves, and when the game is over, the winner is awarded 3 points, the loser 0.
Wait, real quick, I have a quick question. How many games do they play in a season? If they each play every other team twice, how many games is that in a year?
And in the event of a tie, each team gets 1 point. After each team has played all the other teams twice, the team with the most points is crowned champion of the league. They get a big trophy, a parade, and the season is over. There are no playoffs. Sort of. But more on that in a minute. Before the books are closed on the season, there is still one small bit of housekeeping to be done. Number 2, relegation. We'll use the German league as an example. Every year, when the German league has concluded and the champion has been crowned, the 3 teams with the least amount of points are kicked out of the league. Whoa. They're kicked out? Wow, that's intense. So if you don't perform well, you are no longer in this league. Better buckle up. Every game matters. This process is known as relegation. The 3 vacant spots are subsequently filled by the top 3 teams from Germany's 2nd division. And unlike, say, baseball in the US, teams in the 2nd and subsequent divisions are not owned by teams in the top division. Wow, okay. Pittsburgh Pirates or Oakland Raiders had to fight at the end of each season just to stay in the league. What if it's really a great comparison? For better draft picks, they were fighting to the bitter end to avoid the $40 million revenue loss that relegated teams suffer in the first year alone. Not to mention the fact that in England, 9 different teams have gone financially insolvent within 5 years of relegation. What? Okay, interesting enough, you're thinking. But what about that whole lack of playoffs part? Number 3, each country also holds an elimination-style tournament, referred to as a cup. But instead of being held after the 9-month league is over, cup games are scheduled in between league games. Why? Normally in the middle of the week. One additional Why? That makes it harder to watch. Nothing's really in the middle of the week in the US. It's all on the weekends because most people are free on the weekends. About the cup system is that teams from all levels, down to semi-professional and even some amateur teams, are invited to play. Oh wow, okay. Can progress and occasionally even knock off a top team. So every year, these midweek elimination games continue until there are only 2 teams left who play each other in the cup final. After 90 minutes, a cup champion is crowned, they get a trophy, and a parade. So, between the league and cup games, we get a great picture of who the best and worst teams in each country are. But wait a second, you ask. What would happen if the best teams from each country in Europe all got together and played each other? Good idea. Number 4. The resulting competition is called the UEFA Champions League, and it is without a doubt the single greatest club competition of any sport, anywhere in the world, period. That's a huge statement. Best competition, any sport, any league, anywhere in the world. Okay, by the way, who's the best at this typically? Is there a country that dominates this? There has to be one, right? I don't know. I mean, I imagine like Germany, for example, they do pretty well probably in this league. Yeah, let me know about that. Think of the NCAA tournament, but with better quality of play, more than double the fan base, and quadruple the enthusiasm. And yes, Europe even has their own version of the NIT as well. So, through a complex and drawn-out process, teams from all over Europe compete just to qualify for this tournament. And starting each September, the top 32 teams are put into 8 groups of 4. Each team plays the other members of its group 2 times, once at home and once on the road. Come December, the winner and runner-up from each group move on to the knockout round. And this is where club soccer is at its finest. Teams are paired up individually, and again play one home and one away game, with the winner from each pair moving on to the next round until only 2 teams remain.
Wow. Okay, this is insane. This explanation is actually like insanely amazing. He's doing a great job here because I think I'm actually tracking this. So how many teams are actually in this Euro Championship League Cup? Is it one from every country playing this, or how does that work?
The Champions League final is then held as a single game each year in May. And unless it's the World Cup year, this is the most important soccer game of the year. After 90 minutes, a champion is crowned, the trophy is awarded, parades commence, and all clubs go on break until the madness fires back up again in August. So, to review, number 1, each country has its own league. Number 2, the worst teams are kicked out of the league and replaced by the best teams from the next division down. Number 3, throughout the year, each country also holds a playoff-type tournament called a cup. And number 4, the UEFA Champions League is a tournament involving all of Europe and is the most important competition in all of club soccer.
Wow, okay. So what about a third division team? Do they also have the regulation in the second division? So the third division moves up to the second division? Because I know they have that with the first division and second division. What about third division? Yeah, that was an incredible breakdown. I actually feel like I understand the flow of this. So every country has this. I feel like some countries are so small, they don't even have this many teams. Like, how do they even do that? Is it just these main huge countries like Germany, Poland, the UK? Who's included in this? Yeah, wow, that was really, really an amazing breakdown. If you want to see another video just like this in the future, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'm an American. I'm discovering European football, European culture, European countries. So if you want to be a part of that journey, if you want to laugh, learn, and have fun with me, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'm bringing you videos every single day. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.